100 of making comics. For those of you who don't know, this is a little project where I spend at least 30 minutes a day working on my own creator-owned projects, whether they be my online webcomic The Legend of Rock or a card game I'm developing called Kill the Hero. So I'm on to day 28, as I said earlier, slowly sort of chipping away through it. It's a Sunday for me here, and I've got to tell you, today I've just been zapped. A lot of my energy is just gone. I kind of woke up this morning and I was ready to just do absolutely nothing. As I said yesterday, for those who watched, I was just exhausted and had a lot of work to do, so I ended up actually having to cancel all my plans to go to the comic book launch today, which I wasn't really happy about because I've also seen some photos of it uploaded onto Facebook already, and it looks like it was a blast, so I'm kind of bummed I missed out on that. But yeah, I was just keen to just get as much work done as I possibly could, but that didn't happen either. I sort of woke up and did a bit of housework and went out quickly and just did a few little odd jobs that I needed to do first, and by the time I got home I just wanted to just relax on the couch and watch a movie. So I did. In light of the unfortunate passing of Jay Adams, one of the Z-Boys. If anyone doesn't know, Z-Boys were one of the first skate teams ever put together. I watched a movie based around them called Lords of Dogtown, and then later watched a documentary called Dogtown and Z-Boys. Something I was a big fan of, and most people don't really know I used to be a big skater back when I was a lot younger and a lot more fit. As Kevin Cross will probably tell me, you're never too old to skate. So once I sort of lose a few pounds, I'll probably be back on that skateboard and cruising around again. It'd be cool to skate to work and things like that, I reckon. But for now, just living vicariously through movies. So yeah, watched a couple of those and just sort of relaxed. Once I sort of rested up a little bit, I was ready to get back into it. And I spent a good hour and a half on the latest Legend of Rock page. So I did a lot more tighter pencils. This page was actually a little bit more detailed than the last few pages, so I actually have to spend a little bit longer. I still got to ink it, but now that the pencils are much tighter, that should be a pretty easy process. Usually I just do very loose pencils, but because this page had a lot of build-ins, a lot of backgrounds, I wanted to develop that a lot more before I did the finished inks. So I've done that. Like I said, spent a fair bit amount of time on it because I already had basic rough layouts done. I sort of knew where things were going, but I just wanted to make everything exactly how I want it to be before I do the inks. Otherwise I'll start improvising things and they won't look as tight as what they would if I'd put more effort into it like I did today. So that's what I spent doing on my comic. So I spent a fair whack of time on it, which I'm pretty happy with. And again, now that I've got the flatter involved, I can actually get a lot more work done, or focus on my work a lot more when it comes to doing the inks and such, because I don't have to worry about that time restriction. I do have a bit of client work this week, which I keep mentioning. This week's the end of that, so that's going to be finished by Friday. Once that's done, all that's left to do then is the commissions from the crowdfunder, so I'll get started on those. But those I can sort of chip away in between doing the book and Kill the Hero stuff, whereas this is a big job, so I just sort of got to tackle it all at once and try and fit in at least half an hour a day. So yeah, I really got stuck into it today. I just sort of zoned out and really got stuck into it, which is the best way to do it in my opinion. It's nice to just sort of lose yourself just drawing, and yeah, for me that's what it's all about. I was just having fun. So yeah, I can't wait to see what it's going to look like ink, so I'll probably get onto that I'll have to tomorrow night, at least do half an hour on that. So there's that. Yeah, and I've been back on the client work again, just inking pages. This is, I don't know if I've actually mentioned much about this one. This one's going to be a storybook, so there's only 8 pages to it, but 8 separate illustrations, all very different but including the same characters. So it's actually been a bit of a challenge, and I'm hoping that, well, I'm actually looking at this in a way that it will be used for a portfolio to show potential clients in the future. So as I'm drawing this, I'm looking at it and go, is this something that a client would want to see or a client would be happy with? Because it's for a client, I'm doing the best that I can, but also keeping in mind that I could use that as portfolio material to hopefully get more work in the future. Because I don't do a lot of spot illustrations, sort of things like this, it's really been a really good exercise for me. Again, like when I say client work, this one's actually for a personal friend of mine, but I just feel on a professional level it's easier just to call anyone like this a client, or treat it as client work, because that's essentially what it is. I shouldn't be treating it any less, because the work deserves as much attention and detail as it would if it was, working for Dark Horse or something like that. Just tackle everything to the best of my ability, and I can only learn from it as well, so I can only get better. So yeah, there's been that. Started feeling really exhausted again towards the end of the day, so I just sort of slowed down, had dinner, and sat down and had a coffee, and then been back into it. Finally finished off Kevin Cross's 100 Days, so very, very sad to see him finish, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do next. And now I'm back into Scott Circlin's videos, so I kind of like to leave a bit of a backlog, then I can just watch you guys all at once. And Clayton, I've also got to catch up on you, and there's a few other guys who I can't remember the names of, but I'll check back on the Z100's Facebook page and get on to you guys. But yeah, I just sort of like to do it in one big hit, so eventually I'll get to watching all of you guys, and I'm really enjoying what I have seen so far of everyone. I've sort of watched little snippets here and there. So I'm going to finish up a little bit of work that I've just got sitting over next to me, and then I'm going to kick back and watch a movie, probably Death to Smoochie, because I haven't watched that before, and I'm again sort of in memory of recently deceased Robin Williams. Hopefully, I've been told it's very good, so I look forward to watching that. Alright, I'll leave you guys. I will end on, it's been a huge weekend as far as my crowdfunder goes, so for anyone who hasn't seen it, there's a link below to my Go Get Funding page. I'm just trying to raise funds to help me get over to Brisbane, Comic Con, because I'm pretty tight on funds at the moment, due to just not doing very well at cons this year, as in very little return, paying off credit cards, a few other bills, things like that. So I'm using this plus any client work I can to pay for my flights, pay for my hotels, help me print any extra merchandise I need to print, things like that. So, and in return, you guys get some awesome commissions from it. And I've also updated it all to include original artwork now, so it's not only just digital, but if you want original work, all you've got to do is just donate a little bit extra for your postage. And there's also a few more new incentives in there as well, so I'm doing little avatar commissions, there's some physical commissions where you can get some original sketch covers, as well as a grab bag, which is some random prints, bookmarks and postcards, which I'll post out to you as well. So if you can, please check it out. This weekend, let me just double check, we've already reached 59% funded, so we've only got 41% left to go. So if you guys are looking to get some awesome original artwork, hit me up, hit the crowdfunder, and help me out, because every little bit counts towards getting me closer. I'm pretty close at the moment, so just need to push it over that edge. And again, in return, I want to give you guys some awesome artwork to say thank you as well. So anyone who can help, that'd be fantastic. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone. Have a great night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for episode 29, I believe. I could be wrong. Terrible, I've got worst memory. Alright, happy drawing everyone, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.